What have you made of the new look offensive line the last couple weeks?
Yeah, it's been it's been very positive these last two games. Utah game was a really good performance. And versus Cal, we had a couple of pressure issues in the pocket, but overall I was proud of the group. We're growing for week 9, and so it's just we did pretty well as a unit, especially in that fourth quarter when we needed the most. I was proud of the guys who came together. Had some pretty key blocks, and we got it done. So
I think a lot of fans and people, when they look at rebuilding the offensive line through the transfer portal, they saw USC bringing in some guys that are highly ranked, and they just assumed, everyone individually has all these great skills and it'll just work. Has it been harder to gel having to replace 3 starters than maybe you anticipated? And is that should people not have thought that way? Because of course you need years to gel sometimes to have a good offensive line, and trying to do it in one off season, has that been maybe more of a challenge than people expected?
Yeah, you can never assume, or expect it to be the same as any previous year. Last year was unique in that we had been together for 4 years as an O-line. Can't really buy that kind of brotherhood, but this year, we've come really close as a group. We're a tight group. There's obviously going to be pains of learning how each other communicate and play together. But I'm proud of this group, how we've turned kind of since that Notre Dame game. That was probably one of our worst performances as an O-line. But we came together, and I would say we needed that kind of motivation to really spark our relationship together. And I don't know, today we were joking and laughing in there for a solid 20 minutes before meetings started. It kind of just reminded me of last year, so it's one of those things that it's been working throughout the entire year. We've been growing as a brotherhood, and really proud of the group, and I love them. So
how unique is that, integrating transfers in terms of offensive linemen versus if you get a receiver, you kind of just drop them in there? Is it more difficult to integrate a transfer as an offensive lineman?
O-line's unique for sure. It's not a glory position at all, as I like to call it. So it's not too hard to mesh with other guys, because there's no I got this many catches, you didn't type thing. Well, that may not occur on our team, but I'm just saying we don't have those kinds of stats and stuff. So it's like if one guy on the O-line doesn't do his job, he could make the other 4 look pretty bad. So it's just one of those things, you got to buy in as a group, because all 5 are one kind of thing. And, heard that on social media, and I think it's so true. So no, it's not too difficult, and just proud of the guys that came in and worked their butts off. E-Man's made tremendous progress, and I'm proud of him. Can't wait to see what he does in the future. So,
is there some sort of value though of all the offensive linemen coming up together under the same system, learning the same technique together, versus Michael comes in from Florida, Jared comes in from Washington State, and they've all been taught different ways?
I mean, shoot, I've had 4 O-line coaches in my time here too. So, no, it's not a bad thing. It's a bonus, because every coach has their unique styles, the unique tools, we call it. And so we've all kind of learned stuff off of each other, different techniques, whatever it may be, mentalities. And so, no, I wouldn't look at it as a bad thing. It's kind of a positive, especially for me, having 4 line coaches. Yeah, it sucked, but I got to learn 4 different styles of coaching and kind of pick and choose what worked best for me. So,
Going through the ups and the downs this year with the line, what have you learned?
It's never as bad as it seems. People, they always make it out to seem, like we're at the bottom or whatever, but it's never as bad as it seems, and I'm just proud of this group for fighting throughout the entire season. We've grown a lot as a group since fall camp, and it's just a cool thing to see. Just like I said today with that meeting, I don't know, kind of made me happy in the heart. So,
Let's do one more. What stands out to you about Washington?
Yeah, they're a very well disciplined team. They're 8-0, so it's not going to be easy battle. We're going to have to prepare all week to play our butts off. Look forward to seeing him go forth. Played with him for a couple years. He's a great guy. Hopefully I get to go against him a couple times. Probably won't talk any shit because it's my boy, but yeah, excited to see those guys, and just pumped for this team to get this opportunity. So.